Hey, welcome to Digging Into the Bible. My name is Jim Barnard. This is a production of Tiller Coaching. All right, well, it's day 66. Thanks so much for joining me. We are starting Matthew chapter 25 today. And Jesus, for the last few days, has been instructing and enlightening the disciples about the end times and how all of this is going to go down. He's been very apocalyptical. Nailed it. That's not an easy word to say. Seriously, try it 3 times fast. So Jesus has been in this mode, and now he's back into some parables. But this first parable with the disciples very much follows in suit with where he's been for the last few days with the end times. So with that, let's go ahead and dig in, especially since I'm going to keep this to less than 5 minutes. It's going to be awesome. All right, so let's do this. Matthew 25, starting at verse 1. Then the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lamps and went to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish and 5 were wise. For when the foolish took their lamps, they took no oil with them. But the wise took flasks of oil with their lamps. As the bridegroom was delayed, they all became drowsy and slept. But at midnight there was a cry, "Here's the bridegroom! Come out to meet him!" Then all those virgins rose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said to the wise, "Give us some of your oil, for our lamps are going out." But the wise answered, saying, "Since there will not be enough for us and for you, go rather to the dealers and buy for yourselves." And while they were going to buy, the bridegroom came, and those who were ready went in with him to the marriage feast, and the door was shut. Afterward, the other virgins came also, saying, "Lord, Lord, open to us." But he answered, "Truly I say to you, I do not know you. Watch therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour." All right, so obviously Jesus is talking about, the fact that he's going to be coming. The Bible really illustrates Jesus as the groom, and then the church as the bride. And the bride needs to be ready for when the groom comes, and so he's very much saying, like, be ready. Don't lose track of time. Don't lose track of the things that need to be taken care of. Stay disciplined, stay focused, and it's on like Donkey Kong. Why do I keep saying that? I never say that in real life, but for whatever reason, in this podcast, I feel like it's necessary to say. Anyways, be prepared is like the moral of the story. But there's almost not much else for me to say here at this point. Like, I think the parable speaks for itself for the most part. But I want to give an illustration because I've got this friend. His name's Brian, and he lives out of state. And I try to go visit him like once a year or something. And every time I go visit him, he inevitably wants to watch The Bachelor, because he's married and his wife's into it, and he thinks the show's hilarious. So the first time I went up there, he's like, "Hey, let's watch The Bachelor." I'm like, okay. Can I go now? I can go home. It's fine. Anyway, so we sat down and watched it. And then the second time that I came up, I was like, "Yo, Brian, are we going to watch The Bachelor this time?" Because it was crazy. Have you ever seen the show? It's insane. These women that are fawning and just so desperate for this one guy. They're fighting, they're playing games. They're just, I don't know, it's oddly intense and weird and very entertaining. So I would never watch that at home. It's like my guilty pleasure just when I visit my friend. So there we go. There's an admission. I feel better. Anyways, it occurred to me that this parable is a lot like those gals on The Bachelor, just so desperate and just wanting and needing so badly. And it just really hits me that, I should be as desperate for God as these women are for that one guy. They're going to spit over each other. They're going to punch each other. They're going to lie, cheat, and steal. They're going to do anything. Now, that stuff I don't want to do, but the desperation is amazing. So the lesson for today is be like the bachelorettes on The Bachelor, and be prepared for your groom to come. All right, under 5 minutes, nailed it. I will see you tomorrow.